Hello,
Hello.
my name is Cedric and I'm going to guide you through the video test tonight. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Xuan. I'm 13 years old and I'm come from Hanoi. I'm studying at Lieu Secondary School and I'm at grade 8.
Okay.
My hobbies is listening to music and drawing.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Ngọc Hoàng. I'm 14 years old and I'm currently an 8th grader at Hanoi Secondary School.
Apparently.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
right now.
Anyhow, so for the first part of the test, I would like you to describe a picture in as much detail as you can. Okay. So please, Xuan, could you start describing the first picture to us?
So first, I see there are 2 people in the kitchen. It seems like they are making a cake, and the one is teaching her daughter. There are some cooking equipment around the kitchens, like the oven, the cups, teas, some spoons. There are some flowers on the tables, some eggs, and 2 of them look really happy.
Okay.
Enjoy this time.
Okay. Could you please describe the second picture for us, Barb?
Okay, so it seems like it's a picture taken in a living room of a house, and there's only one person, one boy in the picture. He's watching TV. He's watching a match, a football match, and he seems really focused on the match. So I assume he's watching like a match between a match that his favorite team is taking part of, and he's still pretty comfortable. So I guess this is the living room of his own house, and there's a table in the middle of the room, and there's many things on the table. For example, there's a remote control. There's a dirt plate with many things on it, like 3 bowls and some other things as well. Yeah, that's it. I guess that's it.
Okay. Well then, that's it. Now we can go to part 2 of the test. So in part 2, I give you a hypothetical hypothetical situation. You are both students in the countryside, and to celebrate the end of term, you decide to go on a day out in the capital city, so in Hanoi, and now I would like you to discuss among yourself which would be the best activity or the best activities to do with your friends during that day out. So if you want, I can give you 30 seconds to think about it, and then we start.
Okay, so I think we should get like the obvious bad choices out of the way. So I think will not be a good idea to visit like a museum or an art gallery, since like many people don't like looking at uh, at artworks or like an exhibition and yeah, it might be boring for some. I mean, although I get that many people might enjoy it, but others will not. So
Not at all.
yeah, well, for me myself, I would probably enjoy going to an art museum, art gallery because, well, I like art and I like to study work of arts, but I understand that many others find it very boring. So,
I agree with you.
so I think that going to the stadium will also not be really good.
It's too noisy
Yeah,
or too crowded.
it's way crowded and it's not easy to find a seat
Yeah.
there, and the
And-
ticket might be expensive. It's like
Not everyone will
Yeah.
like a sport or
yeah,
something
true.
like that.
I'm not a sport person either, so yeah, I don't think many people would enjoy it. Yeah,
What about the fair? The opening market?
the opening market. Well, I think
It's a crowded place too.
well, yeah, but you can see. It's free to get in the market. You can look at things. You can buy things as souvenir, and there's things to there's like many things out there for everyone. So it could be a choice. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I think so, but do you think that because it is free, so it will be difficult to create the memories for the member of the class
Well, yeah,
because they can't go together.
true. It's they can't really participate in the activities together. So yeah, I don't think that might be a good thing. So the zoo would be a good place to go, right? Do you think? It's just looking at animals, and the zoo is like everywhere. People go to the zoo all the time when they were like little kids. So yeah, I don't think you can learn much from it either. So it's not a really great choice. I think that we should go
What
to
about the castle?
the castle. Well,
It's a good place for sightseeing.
yeah, it's a good place to sightseeing, but well, you go there and you learn about like the history of the city, the history of the castle, and you will learn a lot. But I guess history isn't everyone's
Yeah.
cup of tea, so
Not everyone
it's
will
not.
enjoy it.
Yeah. So I think we'll have the city tour there. I think it's actually a really great choice. I mean, you can see like many different tourist attractions in the city, and though you might not be able to actually go in each of those, you will have like a general picture of the city and go through every single one of the good places in the city. And the problem with the market will be solved with
Yeah.
the
We
city
can
tour.
sit together
Yeah.
and we can talk while be on the bus. We can take photos like that.
Yeah, we can take photos. We create many lovely
Yeah.
memories there. So yeah,
I think the city tour bus is the best choice
yeah,
for this day out.
I agree.
Okay, well, that's good. You agree and you follow a plan. So, good luck in that city. Now, for the last part, I will just ask you a few questions. No, I'm going to ask you the same questions each. Tell me about it. Would you like to have more school trips?
Well, My school actually already have. I'm very lucky that my school already have like many frequent school trips, like almost like monthly. Only like for some months that there's some special problems that happen. For example, like if there's too many work at school, like exams and tests, we wouldn't go for a school trip. But mostly we will have like school trips every month. But there's a problem with our school trips though. It's very repetitive. We don't have a chance to go to different places. We only have like 2 choices or something, and the school just let us go there, and like the next month we'll go to that same place again and again. It will be a bit. It gets, well, at first it's really interesting and exciting. I mean, going for school trips are always exciting, you know, but since we go to a place over and over again, it's just get boring. So I would like to go. I don't want more school trip, but I want more places to choose. Yeah.
Okay, good. And you, would you like more school trips?
Yes, of course, but for me, like Bama, it depends on the place where we go. Because next week, our school will have a school trip, and my class, and there are 50 students in my class, but there are only 10 students will take part in the school trip because the place my school give us is really, oh my god, it's terrible. There are nothing to do with it, and it's really expensive.
Which place are you gonna be?
It's called Lieu Lake in Thailand.
Okay.
And you know, last month there was an accident there.
Okay.
And the video about the accident is on the YouTube top trending now.
Wow.
And now my school, yeah.
Who's gonna bring you there?
Yeah, I don't know why. There are not any interesting or exciting activities to do. And it's expensive and we have to bring the lunch ourselves. And yeah, but I think the school trips is really good. It's really interesting, but of course it depends on the place where we go. The school trips can create many lovely and beautiful memories for us to remember after we get out of the school.
Okay. Now, before you go on a trip, what do you need to take with you to prepare that trip?
For me, I think I will put in my bag with my camera to take the photos, with my friends to take the photos of the place where we go, like to keep the memories. And I will bring, of course, my phone to chat with my parents, because I have to use the word report where I go to my parents. They want to know it, yeah, and for my safety, yeah.
Okay.
And some clothes for like it could be some accident or like that, some problem, and bring some extra clothes I think it's good.
Yeah. And you?
Wait, are we talking about like school trips or just trips in general?
School trips in general.
Just
I mean,
any
you know,
trips?
yeah, any trip.
Oh, so I guess what I bring will depend a lot on like, what the trip is and how long the trip will be, I guess. But well, if like it's like a short trip, then I will just have to bring like some basic things like or if it's like a day trip, I would just need to bring some basic things like my phone, some personal items that I will need, like a bottle, sunscreen, and a hat, and just some clothes. For like in case any accident happen. But if it's like a longer trip, and I would probably need to prepare more. I would bring, of course, the basic things like I said before, my phone and the things that I can go anywhere without. But I would probably bring like my camera for taking pictures and reserving them for better pictures. I mean, I can take camera with my phone, but pictures with my phone with camera should just, my camera is better for that. And I would take a few pieces of clothing, a few, and how many would depend on the duration, how long the trip is going to be, and if, yeah, just, yeah.
Cool. And you? What did you take?
You just
Yeah, you asked
sorry. Sorry. So then, what do you think is the best time of year to visit Hanoi?
I think, in my opinion, I think it is winter.
Okay.
Because first, I don't like the weather in summer. You know, it's really hot, really humid,
Mhm.
and imagine that your body is full of sweat, and it's really terrible. And in winter, there are many delicious food to enjoy, to try, like some sweet soup, some hot or spicy food.
Mhm.
In Hanoi, it tastes really good.
Okay.
And in winter, you know, there are some class that they take photos for their yearbook, and the girl will wear outside,
Mhm.
and the boys will wear vest,
Mhm.
and they will go on the streets to take the photo. And I think it's it's really a beautiful sight.
Okay. And you? When do you think is the best time to visit Hanoi?
Hanoi is a great city. I recommend everyone to check it out anytime they have. But for if they ever have a chance, I just recommend them to go there. But like the best time to visit it, it's probably like at the end of the winter and the beginning of spring, because it's the time. I mean, the weather. First of all, the weather there, it won't be too cold or too hot. Like in the summer, it's like get crazy hot here in the summer, and I wouldn't really like to visit it for a short period of time in the summer at all. And in the winter, the weather might not be the best either. So I guess at that time, the weather will be very suitable for long or short trips here. And also the fact that TED is going to take place. TED is in the period of time, and the atmosphere then is just going to be wonderful. I mean, there's the shops, and places, tourist attractions, and restaurant, just everywhere. The atmosphere, the vibe, people just go preparing for TED, and it's just a really enjoyable time in the year. Although it might get a bit crowded, and since, well, people preparing for, people go and buy stuff to prepare for this, probably the biggest festival in Vietnam. So But so yeah, it might be a bit inconvenient, but just I guess.
So spring.
Yeah, just spring.
Okay,
Spring.
great. Well, you know what? That's the end of the test, girls. Thank you so much for your